Hey guys, I just thought I would go through median since I noticed that a few of you were struggling with median understanding. I have a feeling that some of you probably should have reviewed the videos before you did the lesson that we had done at the beginning of the year. You can always Google median or go to Khan for that, but in this case, I'm going to go through the guided learning portion with you and only the guided learning portion because I think that you are more than capable of doing this on your own, but you have forgotten what median is. So we're going to first look at this question that says the median weight of 21 dogs in a pet store is 14 pounds, okay? Which action could change the median? Well, the first thing we have to do is that we have to figure out what median means, because I think half of you probably forgot this. So the median is a way to describe the set of data with a single value where half of the numbers are greater than the median and half of the numbers are less than the median. The median set of data that is arranged in order from least to greatest is the middle, okay? If there is an odd number of data, the median is the middle value. But if there's an even number of data values, the median is the average of the two middle values. So here we've got our numbers in order, but it's an odd number of data, and 7 is in the middle. Here we have an even number of data, and there is no middle, so we're going to take the 8 plus the 9, because those are the two middle pieces of data in order. We're going to add them and get 17, and then we're going to divide by 2 because you're finding the mean of that. So add the two numbers together and divide by 2. Okay, so those are your ways to get median. Going back to the question though, it says, which action could change the median? So the store gets a new 14-pound dog. If they measured 21 dogs and they got another 14-pound dog, do you think that's really going to change anything? May not, because they're only adding one dog and it's going in the middle just next to the 14 again. So you're probably going to end up with 14 plus 14 equals 28 divided by 2. The store gets a new 40-pound dog. Well, that one's going to go on the high end of the data, so that might change things because there might be a number next to 14 that's way higher. An 8-pound dog gains 2 pounds. So now I've got a 9-pound dog, which if it just gains weight, is that going to change anything? Not really, because I'm still just looking at the middle of the data, which was 14. Okay, going back to that example here, if the 14 is here and I have somebody gain 2 pounds here, that's still less than this middle, it's not going to matter. Okay, the same thing goes with a 40-pound dog losing 2 pounds. It's still going to be the center. The 14 is still going to be the center. So that can't be right. So let's look at the math help really quick just to make sure that we're on the right track.
Middle value of 21 values, listed in order. Values can change on either side of the median without changing the median. Look for an action that does change the median.
Okay, so hopefully that helps. Or this one?
The middle value of 21 values, listed in order. A new value added that is the same as the median will not change the median. A new value added that is smaller or bigger than the median could change the median.
Okay.
Look for an action that changes the median.
So the 14 is not going to change it, but the 40 might, like we talked about. So I'm going to click on that one and check. Terrific.
If the store gets a new 40-pound dog, the median will change. If you add 40 somewhere on the right half of the data values to make 22 values, the median could change to another number.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, it says a town basketball league with 4 teams. Okay, some think the Cyclones are the tallest team in the league because the mean height of the players is the highest. Others think the Cyclones are the shortest team because their players' median height is the lowest. Okay, the plots show the players' heights for all 4 teams. Which is the most likely plot for the Cyclones? Okay, again, we're talking about the mean and the median. First of all, what's the mean? We haven't talked about that yet. The mean is the way to describe a set of data with a single value, which is called the measure of central tendency. Okay, that's another word for the mean, the measure of central tendency. The mean also could be called the arithmetic mean, is the average set of data. To calculate the mean, find the sum of the numeric values, meaning add all the numbers together and divide by the number of data values. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of data. So they're going to add all the data together and divide by 4. Okay? A second way to calculate the mean is to add and subtract the same number from different values until they are the same. So if I subtract 3 from these two values and 1 from these two values, or 1 from these two and add 1 to these two, we get the mean. I prefer method number 1 though. It's the cleanest and the easiest way to get there. Okay, so if I'm looking at this data, I want to find the median, which is the middle, remember, but we talked about the mean was the highest. So we want somebody who's got a lot of high numbers so that it balances out, and that the median was the lowest, meaning that they were still short. A lot of their players were still short, but they had some data that showed that they had high numbers. Okay, let's see. What did the second math help say? Or let's look at the first one first.
On a line, plot by finding the mark that represents the middle number. Take turns crossing out marks from the left and right sides of the plot. Because there are 15 players, there will be exactly one mark in the middle. This shows the median value.
Okay, so again, we're crossing them out, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, to find the median value. Okay, and they said that, remember, the median was the lowest. So if I cross out this one, and 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 this one, we're going to find that it's pretty low. Is that going to work here? Cross out, 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 cross out. That seems higher than this one. Okay, and then we do the same thing here. Cross out, 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 cross out. And that's even higher. So I'm going to say it's probably this one based on the median. Now, here's the other part of it. It said that the mean height of the players was the highest. Since they have these higher numbers here, if I were to add all of these numbers up, which we don't know, but if I were to add all these numbers up, these numbers are going to change the data. I don't know if you guys know the word skew, but it's going to skew the data, meaning that it's going to make the data seem higher because of these outliers, these numbers that are not with the rest of it. Okay.
For the cyclones, it has the lowest median and the highest mean. The middle X represents the player with the median height. The mean is the greatest of the 4 plots.
Okay. Let's move on to our last question together. It said, what is the mode of this data? So remember, mode means a way to describe the set of data with a single value. The mode is the number of data that occurs most often. There can be more than one mode. 2 modes are called bimodal. Okay? There can also be no mode, meaning that there is no number that comes up more than once. So in this last set of data, there's no mode. In the second set of data here, we've got 3 3s and 3 7s, which means the mode is 3 and 7. But in this first set of data, there are 4 5s, and no other number has 4 of the same number. So that would make the mode 5. So when it says, what is the mode of this data, we're looking for which number has the most. Okay, this is 2, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 1, this is 1. So that would mean that when I'm looking at this data, the 5 has the most data. So I'm going to click on 5. All right, and if you still needed help and that was too fast and not enough support, don't forget that you can use the teacher help. You can use the math help. I just skipped it because I didn't feel like I needed it after I knew the definition of mode. But you can check with the teacher help and the math help, okay? Remember, you have to try once before you get the teacher help. That's why it says, well, it says good thinking because I finished. But if you need the teacher help, use it. Again, I will be more willing to help you if you use the teacher help first and are still struggling. Okay? I'm going to close out of that and I'm going to go to next. And that ends our time together. The practice is 11 questions long. They want to make sure you understand it. Don't forget you can click on those highlighted words or use your glossary if you're struggling with the vocabulary. You can also go look at Khan videos, or you could let me know that you're struggling and I would love to help you. I hope this helps. Have a great one.